Hey guys, I'm back. Thanks for joining me for my random thoughts while driving, because you never know what you're gonna get. I'm just running a few errands, so let's go. My friends from Nashville and I, we used to meet twice a week to work out, just become really good friends because of that, and we haven't been able to since Corona started because we've been stuck in two separate cities about 2 hours away from each other. But this morning we tried to do a workout through an app called Fit On, because when you click on the app it says invite friends to do this with you, so we thought, oh yeah, we can just do it at the same time. It didn't work. State trooper, wait, no, that's the sheriff. My bad. Sheriff's out today on the highway. I am not touching my phone though, so I am not breaking a law. I am completely hands-free. I really like that phrase, love moved first. I am overwhelming myself because I'm putting so much pressure on myself to reestablish my relationship with God. And so I'm looking at where I am and looking at where I want to be, and they're really far apart. And so then I get stressed out about it because I can't make that jump. God has been using this as an analogy for me since my first summer at Cape Comcedo. And so one of my favorite songs there is called Light the Fire. Light the fire in my weary soul, fan the flame, make my spirit whole. Lord, you know where I've been, so light the fire in my heart again. So one of the things that he's really been working with me on is remembering that my relationship with him really is a lot like a fire, because we say we're on fire for God, but a fire doesn't just boom, it's going. Like, you have to build it. And so I remember my first Teen Boys camp, I went down to help one of the rec staff guys start the campfire for the Teen Boys that were camping that night. And I got down there and he had the log set up, and it was a really nice looking teepee, but I noticed he didn't have anything small underneath, so I asked him about it, and he said, oh, I've got that covered. Okay. He took pieces of paper and lit them on fire and tried to light the logs from the fire, or like tried to light the logs from the piece of paper that was burning. It didn't work, clearly. But I've been realizing that that's what I've been trying to do, is I'm trying to take my desire to put my relationship with God back where it was, that piece of paper that's burning, and I'm trying to go directly from the desire to the having it. But then I got to thinking about how you actually build a fire. And so you start with small pieces of paper or dryer lint or something that's really easy to catch on fire, and you get a small little pile of it and you put it down in the fire pit or wherever you're trying to make the fire. And then you get little bitty teeny tiny twigs and you put them around the paper, the lint, so that you can make a little bit of a teepee. And then slowly and gradually you get slightly bigger and bigger sticks, continuing to add it to the teepee, until you've worked your way up to like decent sized sticks or logs. And then you take a match and you stick it all the way down in the middle to where the paper is, and you light it on fire. And because the paper is burning, it's able to catch onto the little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger until you're burning logs. You can't go from a piece of paper to a log. There has to be steps in between. And so one of the things that God has been working with me on is finding those in-betweens. I am reading through the book of Hosea. Sunday, I made it through 2 verses. That's an introduction and then a verse. And then like I read verse 2 and I had several different thoughts about it, so I wrote it down. And then I realized, I'm digging in. I'm asking myself questions. And this is not overwhelming because I took it in a small bit. I didn't say, I'm going to read this to this today. I said, I'm going to start with chapter 1, verse 1, and I'm going to read until I feel like I need to stop. And so I did. And while 2 verses is not very many verses, it was exactly what I needed that day. And that was really nice. I stand to praise you, but I fall to my knees. My spirit is hungry, but my flesh is so weak. Light the fire in my weary soul, fan the flame, make my spirit whole. Lord, you know where I've been, so light the fire in my heart again. I feel your arms around me as the power of your healing begins. You breathe new life right through me like a mighty rushing wind. Light the fire in my weary soul, fan the flame, make my spirit whole. Lord, you know where I've been, so long.